Hello everyone, I am Shivkumar K from CSE Department, RIMAC, Ballari. We, Today we will demonstrate our project COVID-19 data analysis and visualization under the guidance of Sir M. Nagaraj, Assistant Professor, RIMAC, Ballari. What is data analysis and visualization? Data analysis is a process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming, and modeling data with the goal of discovering the useful information and informing the conclusion and supporting the decision makings. And data visualization. Data visualization is a graphic representation of the data. It involves producing the images and graphs that communicate relationship among the represented data to viewers of the graph. We used libraries of the Python programming language called NumPy and Matplotlib. Python. Python is the interpreted high level and general purpose programming language. The libraries are NumPy. NumPy is a library for the Python programming language that will help us the mathematical functions of the arrays in easily. And Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a plotting library for the Python programming language, and it's a numerical mathematics extension of NumPy. Next, our teammate Varun will explain the project code.
Thank you, Sue. So let's start code explanation. Actually, we followed object-oriented programming throughout our code implementation, so that we can easily modify, edit whenever needed, add extensions, etc. Uh, in this project, there are several files. That is, we have distributed logic throughout. There is no one file which performs all the tasks. Logic is distributed. So let's start. We have an hierarchy, that is India, country, state, and district. This hierarchy is followed in our execution. There is a menu-driven interface which we have implemented so that user can easily interact with our project. So starting with first hierarchy, that is country.py. Yes, in this file, uh, we have created a class called country, which has several methods in it and default constructor. Uh, in our constructor, what we have done is we created a path for particular file, that is country data.csv. We initialized it. We download the data from API. That is, in this particular project, we used api.covid19india.org. The domain is that. And after initializing the file name URL, we download the CSV file. That is download CSV. We pass file name and URL to the parameter. In download.csv file .py, we have the file name and URL. We use request library and get the content from that API, and we write that content to that file name particularly mentioned, and we close that file. So coming back to code, country.py. Yes, we have several methods. After downloading the CSV file, we cleanse it. We created a cleansing class that is we placed in cleansing.py. In cleansing.py, we take parameters such as file name, that is a list. We can pass any number of files in it, that is complete path. The next parameter is data type. So that is also list. That is, if for an example, for CSV file, if the columns are integer, string, and floating values, then we have to pass data types as int, comma, string, comma, float. That indicates that this particular column has this data type constraint. So that is data type. Recover. What recover variable does is it recovers the value. It replaces if any variable does not match the data type constraint, it recovers the value and allow negative in place of negative. There are two extra parameters. They have default values, but if they can be overwritten, allow negative, what it does is if it is true, then it allows it. That is, if minus 500 it is a negative value, it is allowed. If allow negative is true, that is default. If it is overwritten and made it false, then that minus 500 is not allowed in our data set, and that is being replaced by another variable called in place of negative. So this is our main constructor. So we have methods, that is read file and write file. As you can see, they read the file and write the file, which are very much perform what their function name is. And the next is remove blank lines. It removes the blank lines from the file. Another big issue in CSV files, that is when we download any API data and transform into CSV file, many blank lines get appended, so we remove it. The next is checking constraint. As we have data types recover, allow negative and in place of negative parameters, so we utilize them in a try catch in a try except block. We first check the data type constraint. If it is not matching, then we recover it in except. And another one is we have used if block. So in if block, if allow negative is false, we have used not of allow negative, that is it becomes true, and it replaces the value. So this is cleansing. So coming back to the country.py code, yes, here after doing all this stuff, we get the x-axis values, y-axis values, we perform analysis. There is a graph class, and their analysis is done and graph is being plotted. And we also have a polynomial regression prediction, but we tried our level best, but accuracy is somewhat major concern to us. It is little bit less accurate, but yes, we have future extensions for it. We are going to work on improving the accuracy. So these are all the actions performed. This is for country. So this is the first hierarchy. The next is state. Coming to state.py file. The same, what we do is we create another state data.csv. We create a path. Dot forward slash indicates that of the same local directory, dot current directory. Then we create a state folder, and inside that state folder we have state data.csv. Okay, another one is the same. We get the API, we initialize it, we download the file, we cleanse it. Then there are many states. So for handling those state and the values attached to that state, we created a dictionary that is key value pairs. It is a bit tricky, but it is logically implemented. There are several methods, that is get state data and many others. So what these methods do is they perform tasks, and that is in get state data. We pass all the API data which we get, and it performs action and returns the state data. Get state name, in this we create a list where we store all the state names so that we can access through dictionary. And next task performed are plotting graphs and prediction part. So yes, and this is the second hierarchy. Third comes the district. So district.py, coming to that file, operations are being performed same, but logically all logical parts have been separated from the main file. So it also performed the same thing. But here what we do is we have two levels. That is, first we have to take the state name and then the district, because districts comes under the state. So we take inputs. Next, we perform downloading CSV, cleansing it, doing the analysis part, and creating graphs, etc. So this is the main core project. Yes, we have created a user-defined, that is, we created a interface such as menu-driven interface. So it is totally fun working on it. Yes, this is about code explanation. My teammate Praveen Kumar will continue execution part. Praveen, it's up to you.
Thank you, Varun. My name is Prem Kumar. Let's go through the execution of the project. As my friend said, it is a menu-driven one. The starting point of the menu-driven approach is the menu.py. So we need to execute the menu.py initially. When we execute the menu.py, it will show the menu-driven approach. In the menu-driven approach, we are displaying 4 options. The option 1 is to display the analysis of India or the country. It will display the 3 charts or analysis. It is the daily analysis of the country India. And it is the total analysis, total count or analysis of the country India. And it is the prediction that we have implemented in this project. These are the predicted values. And the option number 2 indicates the state. When we select the option 2, it will display the states that are present in the country India. So we need to select any one state. It will display the analysis of that state. When we exit, it will display, it will take back to the menu driven approach. Here we need to select the option 3, which means we are searching for the analysis of the district. It will display the state names present in the country India. Here we need to select any state. Then it will display all the districts that are present in that state. Here we need to select any one district. It will display the analysis of that district. And the last option is exit. Thank you very much.